everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack. Today is another LEGO minifigure collection review video for you. This is every single LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean minifigure ever made.
So this is a pretty decent sized collection, coming in at 41 total minifigs, and in majority they were basically all released around the same time back in 2011. So I'm going to be going through these minifigures chronologically from when they were released mostly, and then also tell you what sets they came out in and how much they are worth. Let's start off with the very first guys from the first set, and we're going to be starting off, of course, with Jack Sparrow, and what makes him unique is this alternate expression that has his white face. So because of that, he is exclusive to just this set, and he's got a specially molded headpiece that shows off his hair, and pretty decent printing that goes down the front and back of the torso and also bleeds a little bit over onto the legs. He is $4, and next is Hector Barbossa, and he feels super complete with the printing for the long tailcoat that goes down onto the legs. Also exclusive just to this set, he is $11, and the exclusivity of him is also the same for the skeleton version of Barbossa as well. Really, the only thing truly special about this guy is the print for his face, which shows a very similar detailing, of course, to the original minifig. Skeleton Barbossa is $6, and Elizabeth Swann Turner is the last fig from this first set. Super nice detailing that goes down the front. Her hair kind of covers up the printing in the back, but that's also very nice, and she comes with two pretty decent expressions. I believe this is the actress Keira Knightley's only minifig, and this is $11. Now the next set was Cannibal Escape, so we get another exclusive Jack Sparrow fig. He didn't come out in any other set other than this, and the only thing that makes him unique once again is the print for his face. And the face paint printing honestly is really good. That was definitely a funny scene from the movie, and this is also the first time we get to have Will Turner. Came out in a couple other sets as well, but he doesn't change at all. The darker gray embroidery that goes around the front by the chest is really good, and I like that it's pinstriped in the back, and he is $8. Now these are the two cannibals, Cannibal 1 and Cannibal 2 from the set. I feel like LEGO could have gotten away with making their prints relatively similar, with maybe only changing a couple of details, but they made both of these guys super unique. Everything about their prints on any part of their body really is very different. According to BrickLink, Cannibal number 1 is the guy with the skull necklace. He's $2, and the one that has the detailing that looks like he's a bit more pudgy is set at $4. And moving down to the next set, the mill, we got a couple of exclusive figs. The first one here being Admiral Norrington, and I just like that this guy looks pretty subtle with just a little bit of flashy gold highlights. He's $7, but the truly awesome exclusive fig from this set is Haddress, and by far my favorite feature is the head/hair piece used for the character, because of course it's in the shape of a giant seashell. Even when you take it off, you can see detailing on the back of the head that corresponds with all the sort of seaweed and barnacles that are growing all over the character's body. This fig is $11, and definitely one of the most unique characters from the collection. Now here is our standard version of Jack Sparrow. The printing on the body once again is the same as the two exclusive guys that came out in the beginning sets, but now his face expression is a bit more consistent. He's just $3 because he's so darn common. Now the Black Pearl came out slightly later in the year as some of the other ones I'm going to talk about afterwards, but according to the set numbering system, it's next in line, and the figs that remain exclusive to this set are all pretty darn pricey. In fact, the most collectible from the collection. First, we're looking at Jack Sparrow, who technically is not exclusive to this set. For some odd reason, LEGO also decided to release him in this Nintendo DS Play and Build kit, so his price is just $4, with only sort of minor detail prints that really make him look a little different. And moving on to Davy Jones, this is the most collectible minifigure from the collection by a long shot. The parts that make him exclusive are the hat, the crazy mold that makes up his sort of tentacle beard, and of course the print that goes on his torso and his face. He is a $90 minifig, which is kind of crazy, and I find it super odd that they didn't put any printing onto his legs. Anyways, I still think it's a pretty sweet fig, but yeah, pretty crazy that he's $90. The second most collectible fig also came from this set, being Macus, with that awesome headpiece, and the detailing for the body and torso also match up really well, but his final price is resting at $40 if you want to get him brand new. Bootstrap Bill is also an exclusive fig to the set. Awesome starfish print that goes on the face. He's not nearly as cool looking as some of the other guys from the set without any crazy animalistic molds, so he rests at a solid $10. And the last guy that that came out at least first in this set was Joshamee Gibbs, though he did appear later in another set, and though the torso detailing is pretty good, I think the main highlights for this character are definitely the prints for his face, showing those patches in his beard. He is $6, and then the Captain's Cabin set was the next one in line. This gunner zombie made his first appearance here, though he was in several other sets, and if LEGO decided to make a post-apocalyptic theme, they could just steal the exact print for this character and he would fit right in. He's awesome looking. He is $2, just like the next guy, also from this set and a few others. The Yowman zombie has got slightly lighter flesh tone, and also perfect guy that fits right in with a post-apocalyptic world if you ask me. Now the next set in order is the Fountain of Youth, though this guy I think is more well known for being in Queen Anne's Revenge. This is Blackbeard. The most interesting part about him for sure is the hair piece that shows his beard and also those lit fuses that stick out. Even though he appeared in 2 sets, he's just such a collectible, cool guy that he is $20 minimum brand new. And also exclusive to the Fountain of Youth set is the Hector Barbossa Fig, though this time he's dressed entirely different with a different hat and totally different print for the facial expression, so he really is an entirely new minifig. He's $9. And then moving up to the next set, which is the London Escape. This is our second most common version of Jack Sparrow. He shares the same print and face from the Black Pearl version of the character, though this time the mold for his hat is different, or he's got a hat this time I should say. He's just $4. And then exclusive to the London Escape is this Coachman here. The print for the front of the torso is nice. It matches up well with the cape, and I find it interesting how straight the lines are that make up the facial hair on the face. He's $5, and this is interesting. We have King George's officer as well as King George's soldier, the soldier being exclusive to just this set. So you can see the red coats here have some pretty good details that make up the front of those torsos. The officer having a little bit of scruff and sort of reddish eyebrows, which I think is kind of funny. A nice gold mold that makes up his shoulder pieces, and a red feather that comes out of the hat. He's looking really complete. While the soldier's a bit more simple, but what's interesting is the King George officer minifig came out in another set, a battle pack, while the soldier, being more simple, is just exclusive to the London Escape. So officer is set at $7 and the soldier is set at $20. That's what exclusivity can do for a minifig in the long run. Now the next 2 figs are some of my favorite from the collection. We've got the 2 mermaids. The green one is just called Mermaid, while the blue is Serena. And there's a lot of things about these minifigs that make them awesome. The detailing, the mold for the fishtail, of course. But I think my favorite aspect is the fact that they're not nice mermaids. I like that the blue has some very subtle highlights of gold, while the green has subtle highlights of silver. And respectively, green is $16, while the blue Serena is $23. They were exclusive to the Whitecap Bay set, just like Philip Swift. This guy's looking pretty simple with all black. He's $7, and we also got our first look at Scrum from this set, who also came out in a battle pack. I think he's a much cooler looking minifig with the scar on his face and the much higher level of detail for the coat that goes onto the legs. Definitely a really unique looking character, but due to his commonality, he's still just $3. Now the last true set for this wave was Queen Anne's Revenge, and by far the coolest exclusive minifig from the set is Angelica, that has the awesome hair / hat mold piece that goes along with her. I don't think there's any other version of this mold that exists the same way with her, and she rests at $35. Cook has got some pretty good details that go along the front. I like the apron and the different tools that go along his belt. He is $10, and the Quartermaster zombie is also exclusive to the set. Best part about this guy is the subtle tattoo details that you can see on his belly and his chest underneath the sort of vest that he's got on. He's an $8 minifig, brand new. And though this doesn't count as a minifig, we do have the Jack Sparrow Voodoo doll that was exclusive to the set as well. So here it's pretty funny. This is just a tiny little statuette piece that's made to look like Jack Sparrow. Honestly, I don't think the detailing is very good. That is a $10 statuette, by the way, but this is a cooler fig, probably one of my favorite from the collection. This is Voodoo Jack Sparrow. He came from a special poly bag. The printing on his body is kind of nice. It's a combination between some of the blue robes that he had for some minifigs and the brown coat that he had the detailing for on other minifigs, but by far the best print for him is the fact that he's got a fake head. He is $8, and there was also this Captain Jack Sparrow who came from yet another another polybag who's got the original detailing from the first Sparrow that we showed off, but just different facial expressions. It is a $3 fig now, and nothing from Pirates of the Caribbean came out until 6 years later in 2017, and that was the release of the Silent Mary set. Each figure from this set was really high quality, and also the build itself was pretty fun. Now, Jack Sparrow, I don't think is wearing anything different from the last time. All they did was enhance the details for the print, so you can now see a subtle brown embroidery on top of the blue print. But I think the coolest part is we have this awesome bit of detailed embroidery along the red headband up at the top. And I'd say this is the best looking version of Jack Sparrow. He's $8, and we also get Henry, who probably should have had printing on the legs, but look at that design on the brown vest in the front and the back. He's $6, and here is Karina. I like the simple sort of aqua blue color used for the dress, and I also just like that the dress detailing itself is pretty simple when usually you get a dress piece and everything feels very sort of overly embroidered. Brand new, she's $13, so even more expensive than the exclusive version of Sparrow. And then moving on to the bad guys, Lieutenant Lazaro is the only one that has anything that's outside of the gray, white, and black color scheme. He's got a little bit of dark tan for the coat and a wonderful print that matches up on the torso and the legs. He is a $7 fig, and let's just check out Captain Salazar. Certainly the most distinctive feature about him is the fact that he's got the awesome wavy hair. It was also a really good idea to print the white face on top of a trans head to kind of give him the more ghost-like appearance. He is $13 like Karina, and let's check out Officer Santos, who's got the sort of, originally that piece came from Ninjago, the ghost piece at the bottom. He is $9, and Officer Magda has got some of the nicest stuff because they went even further with the trans detailing and made one of his legs transparent clear, and I don't know, I think it has a really fun sort of quality. This minifigure is $10, and then the Silent Mary Masthead that does come alive and technically counts as a minifig has some fun sort of rusted kind of detailing that shows a little bit of armor on the front and the back. This is a $9 fig, and guess what? We just finished off the entire Pirates of the Caribbean collection. I gotta say, in general, most of the figs coming from 2011 were a bit higher quality than a lot of the average figs that were coming out around that time. There's tons of unique prints that I think most collectors can appreciate, and we got some pretty colorful characters. I doubt we're ever going to be getting more Pirates of the Caribbean figs in the future, but if there were to be more releases, I would like to get a monkey, for crying out loud. I think he was in like every single movie, and I'm really surprised that he was never in any of the sets.
All right, that is it for this episode, everybody. Remember, if you've got any ideas about another LEGO collection video you want to see us do in the future, let us know in the comment section below. And thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time at BrickVault.